Wherever it is we are. Are we good? Welcome to the for you here at the moment. Running a little bit late today. We've had a lot to get through. So this is running 3 and 69 kilo women. We've already had a couple of lifters go through, and we now have 3 weight classes. Everyone's an M3. M3 lifters are between 60 and 69 years of age. But we have 3 weight classes on the platform. A little bit there, but she handled it really well. And that's 3 white lights. USA for 75. Also in the 57s.
Bars loaded, 75 kilos, Lynn Hoban, USA.
Depth for sure. A little bit wobbly on the way up, but the weight didn't give her any trouble at all. And that's a good lift. Silvana Tancredi from Spain is out next for 80. She's in the 47 kilo class. Our only lifter in the M3 47s today.
Bars loaded, 80 kilos, Silvana Tancredi, Spain.
She was the European champion back in 2020. We've not seen her on the international stage since then. Now I'm going to wait to see what the referee's verdict on that is.
2 to 1, that is no lift. 2 to 1.
Yeah, 2 to 1, no lift. The side referees indicated a lack of depth. I have a decent side view from the commentary booth, which is why I hesitated at that. It looked to be, it's not far off, it looked to be just about parallel, but you must break parallel. Next out, Maureen Mcewen, Canada for 82.5. She's in the 52s. 2 lifters in the 52s today. Jenny Hunter went out for 50. And this is Maureen making short work of 82.5. Good lift for Maureen.
Helen Trenery, Australia. Conniff and Yona, get ready.
Next out we have Helen Trenery, Australia, for the same weight, 82.5. She's in the 57s. 57s is by far the biggest group we have here today. 7 lifters.
Bars loaded, 82.5 kilos, Helen Trenery, Australia.
I believe this is her first international. Nerve-wracking coming out for your first squat in the IPF. Little bit of a dive bombing style. And that's absolutely fine as long as you don't lose tension at the bottom and you can catch it and drive the weight up, which she did beautifully. 3 white lights and a good lift. Caroline Cunniff next from Ireland.
Bar is loaded, 82.5 kilos, Caroline Cunniff, Ireland.
She took the bronze medal last year. What can she do this year? She's going to open her squat with 82.5. Okay, that's 2 to 1. That was a good lift.
Ingerborg Yona,
She's on the board and she's leading the way in the 57s with 2 lifters still to come out for that opening squat. And here's the first of them, Ingerborg Yona from Norway for 90 kilos. She was the European champion last year, and I think she took the silver in Halmstad last time this competition was held. Nice and deep, nice and strong. Good lift for Ingeborg.
For Yona, 102.5 on the bar now. Valerie Dolly, Great Britain. Hunter and Conlon get ready as we move into round 2 after Valerie.
Valerie Dolly next from GB. She is opening at 102.5. She's right up against her current PB. (63 years old). She took the silver at the 2020 Europeans, but this will put her in a really good place in the competition this year. Nice and deep, that was almost paused. And that looked comfortable. So Val Dolly of Great Britain is leading the pack in the 57s. We have Maureen Mcewen from Canada leading the 52s. And unfortunately, Tancredi in the 47s has yet to get a squat in. But she was only a tiny fraction off depth, and I'm sure she'll get it this time out. So as we go through to the second round of squats, here's Jenny Hunter. Very familiar face, been competing for nearly 40 years. Has the accolade of the person in the UK that has broken the most British records. I couldn't even begin to count them. So Jenny is coming back from a hip replacement. And that was a good lift at 55 kilos. She had a hip replacement a few years ago, so that squat is still on its way back up. But Jenny's always been a big bencher, so we'll see how that comes through at subtotal. Tara Conlon now, 62.5, gone up only 5 kilos.
5 kilos, Tara Conlon, Ireland.
Nice and deep. A little bit of work to do to bring that up. Rewarded with 3 white lights. Next out, Dora Justice. She's taken a bigger jump. Opened at 70, got up to 77.5.
Please make sure you do not cross the line. We've got tape marks on the floor, a line which coaches must not go beyond. The coaches should be on stage right. Bar is loaded. 77.5 kilos.
So here's Dora.
USA. Tancredi and Hogan to get ready.
Another nice looking lift there for Dora.
Good lights, good lift for Dora Justice. 80 on the bar now. Silvana Tancredi. Spain, Helen and Mcewen, get ready.
So that moves Dora up to 5th place at the moment, but obviously there's still quite a few lifters in class haven't attempted their second squat yet.
Bars loaded.
Silvana Tancredi.
Spain.
She's going to have another go at 80 kilos. She was just a fraction off depth with her opener. Now that looked a little better. Let's see if the referees think it was better enough. And it was. Fantastic. She's on the board. Lynn Homan now for 80. This will take her back past her teammate, Dora Justice. Oh, weight just came forward a little bit there, but she controlled it very well. 2 to 1. Depth was the very definition of just in, I think. But that was a good lift. And we have Maureen Mcewen coming out next.
Bars loaded, 90 kilos, Maureen Mcewen, Canada.
Opened with 82.5, gone up to 90 for her second. Now that dive bombing style didn't quite work out for her today. I think she just lost her balance a little bit. Weight came forward onto her toes, and that was hard to come back from. But she gets another go at that, and I think strength's there. Got every chance of nailing that next time. Helen Trenery, Australia. 90 kilos on the bar. Slow and steady.
That is 2 to 1, no lift, I'm afraid.
Unfortunately, that was no lift, possibly on depth.
The centre and the side referee, so that is depth. And we are back on the referee's lights now. Thank you, Hanny. 90 goes on the bar now. Caroline Cunniff, Ireland. Bar is loaded.
So next out, this is Caroline Cunniff, and this will 90 kilos on the bar will take her ahead of Trinary.
In round 2 for the A group.
Up into 3rd place. Nice, little bit left in the tank there.
3 white lights, good lift for Cunniff. 95 on the bar now.
And I think we're going to see some close competition in the 57s here today. And we have one of the front runners coming out next. Ingerborg Yona, Norway.
Bars loaded, 95 kilos.
95 kilos.
Norway.
Taking a 5 kilo increase from our opener. Locks her elbows in, takes it to depth. And that's another beautiful squat there for Ingerborg Yona.
Good lift for Yona. 105 on the bar now. Following Dolly, Great Britain. Hunter and Conlon get ready as we move into round 3.
One more lift in the second round of squats. Now it's Valerie Dolly, and she's only gone up 2.5 kilos. So I thought her first squat looked decent. So this could be one of a number of things. She wasn't feeling great. She didn't want to push too hard. She's leading the pack at the moment. So maybe this was just a decision. No need to go crazy if you're already in the lead. Alternatively, maybe she didn't get her second attempt in time and she was given a standard increment by the table. Now I'm going to wait for the referee's decision on this one. And it's 3 white lights. Just snuck into depth.
She'll be followed by Conlon and Justice. B group, you are 10 lifts away.
And that puts Val Dolly 10 kilos in the lead at squats. Obviously we've got a third round to go.
Bars loaded, 60 kilos.
Jenny Hunter now for her third squat. Coming out for 60 kilos. Jenny's been lifting internationally for decades in the IPF, more commonly lifting equipped. She is the world record holder in bench. That's a good lift. Jenny Hunter with her brand new hip is 3 for 3 on squats.
Justice and Hogan, get ready. Bars loaded, 67.5 kilos. Tara Conlon, Ireland.
Tara Conlon, 67.5 kilos on the bar. All the way from Sunny Island, resplendent in green. And that looked like a very well judged third attempt.
Good lift.
And a good lift.
80 on the bar now. Joan Justice USA. Helen Trenery, get ready. 5 attempts remain to change B group openers. 5 attempts remain.
Dora Justice USA for 80 kilos. Only 2.5 up from her second. This will be a 10 kilo personal best on the platform. She looks a little nervous, but in fact it was comfortable. Good lift for Dora, and she moves ahead of her teammate again, but here comes her teammate Lynn Homan to take that position back with 82.5.
USA. 4 attempts remain to change openers for the B group.
Depth looked good. And she's driving through. That was a great fight.
3 white lights and a good lift.
3 white lights, and she takes that position back from Dora.
5 kilos, Silvana Tancredi, España.
Next out we have the Spanish lifter in the 47 kilo class, Silvana Tancredi.
3 attempts.
She missed her opener just on a tiny bit of depth. Recalibrated, came out, nailed it. Gone up 5 kilos now to 85. Oh, that's a shame. I think that was just a technical error. I think the strength was there, but she was just a little bit out of shape on the way up. She's on the board though with her second of 80. Maureen Mcewen's now coming out for 90. She missed this second time out. Going to have another go at it now. I've just heard Garrett Bentley tell her his coaching advice as she went out to the platform was to stand up with it. I think that's good advice. Oh, that's a shame. I really thought that was coming up. It was wobbly, but it didn't quite go all the way. Leaves her with the best squat of 82.5, but she is leading the way in the 52s.
This is your last chance to change openers. What star is loaded for the next one? You won't be able to change openers.
So here we go with Helen Trenery, Australia, for her second attempt at 90 kilos. This will move her up to the bronze medal position for squat. Now that was certainly strong. I'm not sure about the depth though. 2 to 1, that is a good lift. And she moves into the bronze medal position on squat. But here comes Caroline Cunniff to take that position back. So this is 95 kilos. This will match Yona for second, but she's slightly heavier on body weight. If 2 lifters lift the same weight, then the lighter body weight takes the advantage. So this is for the squat bronze. Nice, and I think she's done it. And so do the referees. That's the squat bronze for Caroline Cunniff. And now we have Ingerborg Yona for 100 kilos. She's guaranteed the squat silver. That won't change now. And obviously the single lift medals are really nice to collect along the way, but the big prize is the overall competition. So it's about building a total as much as scoring the medals in each individual lift. 100 kilos, Ingerborg Yona. And she stood it up. But unfortunately, that was turned down for depth. It just about met parallel, did not break it. She's that leaves her with the best squat of 95 kilos and the silver medal. Now here's Val Dolly. She's gone up another 2.5. Now maybe this is just her style. She likes to open close to her best. and then push that up just a little bit each time. Quite a conservative approach. It guarantees you don't leave anything behind by taking too big a jump, but it does mean you tire yourself out a little bit by all your attempts being close to your max. This will be a small PB. Depth looks good. Positioning was great. And it comes up slow and it comes up steady and gets a good lift and a squat gold medal.
Okay.
So that was a PB, a squat gold, and she leads the way going into bench, which will give her a real boost for the rest of the competition. And we'll go straight to Group B. Group B is the 63s and the 69s.
Logan and Trimble. Bar is loaded at 80 kilos for Suzanne Sabuda.
And we're straight into it with Suzanne Sabuda from Great Britain, opening with 80 kilos in the 63 kilo class.
50 seconds.
We can't see Susan yet. Hopefully she will be out on the platform very soon. You have 60 seconds to get the squat command. I just caught sight of her actually running across the back room, so hopefully she can... Here she comes. Now, she's taken a moment to get herself together, but she doesn't have a huge amount of time on the clock. And if that clock times down before she gets the squat command, that is no lift. So she just needs to set up pretty quickly now. There we go, squat command with 8 seconds to go. That's a good lift for Susan. She's on the board.
82.5 on the bar now.
We have another Brit out next, Calva. She's in the 69s. All these lifters are M3s, 60 to 69 years old. And we have two weight classes on the platform right now, 63s and 69s. So here's Calva. She took the silver last year in Halmstad. Much bigger field this year. Last year we were still opening up after COVID. That's a lovely open of Calva. Really great positioning.
102.5 kilos, Marie Collins, Ireland.
2 of the jury agreed, but 1 didn't, so they left it as it was.
Let's go, give it everything.
I hate not being in the hotel with you.
Steady. Squat. Down, 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 down.
Beauty!
Three white lights, good win for Collins. I think it's safe to say she's pleased with that. 105 on the bar now, Fran Harris, Canada. Yulamo and Brees, get ready.
Let's go, Fred! Brunswick is in the house. Is that where Fran is from? Yes. She's in Brunswick and Arlene's PEI and I'm Nova Scotia. And I would have been Newfoundland. Exactly.
Bars loaded, 105 kilos, Fran Harris, Canada.
Well, Ruby's here. Ruby covered it for you. Called gold. Go, Fran. Squat. Yeah. Right.
Three white lights, Harris. 107.5 on the bar now, Anna Lee Yulamo, Sweden. Brees, Logan, Trimble and Laforge to get ready. Bar is loaded, 107.5 kilos, Anna Lee Yulamo, Sweden.
Squat. Yes. Right.
2 to 1, good win for Yulamo. 107.5 on the bar now, Calvert, Brees, Canada. Logan, Trimble and Laforge to follow.
Did you see the numbers that I'm going to have?
Bars loaded, 107.5 kilos, Calvert, Brees.
From Brees, but here's Galen Brees for 107.5, which will take that position back. Depth is good. And it was a tough one, but worthwhile. It gave her the silver medal and pushed Yulamo down to bronze. Now we have a world record attempt. This is Sisti Logan from Norway, and she is going to attempt 115.5.
Masters 3 squat record.
This is in the 69 kilo class.
For Logan, if she gets it.
It's a standard, so she could have taken 115 and still taken the standard. Now, whenever you see a half a kilo increment or any increment that isn't 2.5 kilos, it can only be a world record.
Before we start the bench press, the bar is loaded. 115.5 kilos. World Masters 3 squat record. Kirsten Logan, Norway.
Of course, the 69 kilo class was only introduced at the beginning of 2021. She's already got the squat gold, but wouldn't it be nice to take a world record too? Oh, I thought she'd lost it about 3 times there, but that's a good lift. And she took the world record.
Followed by Laforge, and then there'll be a 10-minute break before we start the bench press.
Joan Trimble now. Now this is surprises me actually, because second at 112.5 looked so easy, but she's only gone up 5 to 117.5. The world record's only 2.5 kilos away. And she has looked so strong. Look at that. You have to think she could have walked away with the squat world record today.
Good lift for Joan Trimble. 120 on the bar now.
So that moves her up to the gold medal position ahead of Laforge.
Squat gold provisionally from Laforge. So
Now, again, this is an interesting choice. Suzanne Laforge is coming out for 120. This will give her the lead back and the squat gold. However, it will match but not take the world record. Surely another half a kilo would have been... well, I get if you squat 120, you can squat 120.5 maybe. Must have felt that this was really marginal and on the limit. So here we go for the squat gold and to match but not take the world record. Now that looked higher than her previous attempts to me, so let's see what the referees think.
Sorry, that is no lift.
No lift. So that gives the squat gold to Trimble, with Laforge taking the silver and Harris the bronze. And we will now take a 10-minute break, and I hope you'll join us back here for bench. We have Helen Trenery coming out next from Australia for 50 kilos. She's in the 57 kilo class. So just a reminder that these are the M3 ladies, the 47s, 52s and 57s all lifting together, and then we'll have the 63s and 69s in the second flight. So here's Helen, 50 kilos on the bar for her opener. Nice opening attempt there.
Norway. Up to the moment and justice. Get ready. Last 4 in round 1. Bars loaded. 52.5 kilos. Ingerborg Yona.
Ingerborg Yona, Norway for 52.5. Takes the maximum permitted width grip. 4 fingers must be covering the rings. That's a comfortable opening lift.
Good lift. Yona. 55 on the bar now. Jenny Hunter. Britain, Homan and Justice.
Now we move to the 52s and we have Jenny Hunter coming out for 55 kilos. This will bring her into range of Maureen Mcewen, who is leading the way. Maureen squatted 82.5 to Jenny's 60, but Maureen's opening bench was 37.5, and here's Jenny. We've always known her to be a big bencher, and she's opening with 55. Nice and easy. She's the world record holder in the 52s. She has the M2 and the M3 world record. Oh, excuse me, she has the equipped world records in bench, not the classic. Now, this is Lynn Homan from USA for 55 kilos. Not super easy, but certainly not in any doubt. And now we have Dora Justice for an M3 world record. The record at the minute stands at 69 kilos. And she's opening with 70. This is in the 57 kilo class. That record held currently by Hitomi Fujinaga of Japan. Getting herself hyped for the lift. Opening her bench with an M3 world record. Oh, and how easy was that? That's the easiest world record you will see today. Wow. So I can't see anyone getting close to that, and that takes her to the top of the bench rankings, but also moves her up into second place overall.
Tancredi and Conlon to follow.
And she's put in 75 for her second. Well, we are through to the second round of bench now. And here is Maureen Mcewen for 40 kilos. She's still leading the way. Oh no, this is interesting. So what's the body weight advantage here? Right, Maureen Mcewen is lighter than Jenny Hunter. So this 40 kilos and Jenny's 60, which will come after. So let's see how this moves, because Jenny will be... She's only 5 kilos behind overall now, so this will... Maureen really needs this to stay ahead. And it's not going. This really opens the door now for Jenny Hunter. But first we have Silvana Tancredi from Spain for 45. The only lifter in the M347s. And she gave herself an extra long hold on the chest there. She got the press command and just waited a moment and gathered herself. So that did make it quite a tough press. Of course, the minimum she can go up now is 2.5 kilos, which for a lifter of 45 kilos body weight is quite a proportion. Tara Conlon now in the 57s for 45 kilos. Just can't get it moving off the chest. So that's no lift for Tara. And we have Val Dolly coming out next for 47.5. Val is leading the 57 kilo class, but she is only just ahead of Dora Justice. I think we're going to see the lead change hands several times in this class over the course of the competition. It is looking pretty close. So here's Val Dolly. She's really going to want to squeeze everything she can out of the bench in order to stay in touch. She's leading the way at the minute, but she doesn't have the biggest deadlift. Now that was tough coming off the chest. But it's a good lift, and that adds another 2.5 kilos to her total. We have Caroline Cunniff next for 50. She's gone up 5 kilos.
Bar is loaded. 50 kilos, Caroline Cunniff, Ireland.
$50 kilos on the bar. It's a tough one, but she got it all the way to the top. And that's a good lift. Helen Trenery for 55 kilos. Now, this will move her up to silver medal position in bench, but in the overall competition at subtotal, she's only around 5th. However, she has a massive deadlift, which could take her all the way to the podium. So we'll be interested to see how that plays out. But first, here's Helen with a 55 kilo bench. Yeah, tough one, but it went.
3 white lights and a good lift. The Trinary, 55 on the bar now, Ingerborg Yona, Norway.
And now we have Ingerborg Yona. Open with 52.5. She's only gone up 2.5. But this will put her in bronze medal position on bench. She's in overall bronze as well. But this is, I think this will move her into overall silver with Dora Justice still to bench. It's really going to be a close race in the 57s. So Ingeborg is going to need to squeeze every kilo she can out of this. There's another 2.5 precious kilos to add to her total. Oh, it isn't. That was no lift. I can't see the coloured cards from here. They were yellows. So, from the angle we're looking at the bench from, there are a few infractions we wouldn't be able to see. The butt must stay on the bench, and that's a key one. So I didn't have a view of that in that lift, so I couldn't say whether that was the one. But the butt and the shoulders and the head must all stay in contact with the bench, and the feet must stay flat on the floor. Lynn Homan now with 57.5. Had to do some work, but stuck with it, got it all the way to the top. And that puts her in the silver medal position on bench. Now here's Jenny Hunter.
60 kilos, Jenny Hunter, Great Britain.
This one, I think she's absolutely assured of the bench gold. But this will match Maureen Mcewen on subtotal. Now Jenny's the slightly heavy body weight. She's weighed in about 1.5 kilos heavier, so she won't take the lead with this lift. But she has closed the gap. Good lift for Jenny. Well, it's game on in the 52s. Meanwhile, back to the 57s, and Dora Justice, who took a new world record with her opener of 70, has added 5 kilos to that. So, just to say this again, this is a 57 kilo M3 classic lady coming out for 75 kilos. No bench shirt. This is a raw lift for a lady who is 65 years old. We know she's taking the bench gold home. This will give her the overall lead. People say you don't win a competition on your bench press, but you do when it's this big. Wow, so easy. That is so impressive. And it's a shame you can't see that celebration. I think she was quite pleased with that. So Dora Justice is now leading the pack in the 57 kilo class. She's broken the world record twice already, and looks like she's got at least another 5 kilos in her. So, into the third round of bench. And here comes Maureen Mcewen under pressure now from Jenny Hunter. She missed 40 kilos for her second. She's going to try it again. She's really going to need every kilo to stay ahead of Jenny. No, that's not going. So, we could see Jenny Hunter taking the lead. In the meantime, we have Tara Conlon from Ireland coming out for her second attempt at 45 kilos. Nice controlled descent, but yeah, just got nothing off the chest at all.
Sorry, no lift for Conniff at 45.
So that leaves her with a best bench of 42.5. Silvana Tancredi in the 47s. She looked on the limit with 45.
Bars loaded, 47.5 kilos, Silvana Tancredi.
So let's see if she can just keep really tight and absolutely explode off the chest. But that is a 5% of her body weight increase, which is a really tough one for the lightweight women. Yeah, she went ahead of the press command anyway, but that was just a little bit too heavy today. Leaves her with the best of 45. As we move into the 57 kilo class. So, Val Dolly is out next for 50. She's sitting in second overall right now. This will move her up to first place ahead of Dora Justice. But we know Dora has got more in the tank on bench. I'd be surprised if she missed the 77.5 she's put in for a third. Still, there's not a huge amount back to the Norwegian lifter, so Val is going to want to stay ahead.
30 seconds.
She's having some kind of problem with something, so she's a little bit short of time now. Okay, I think it was a platform problem. I think she was adjusting her blocks. So she... when it's a platform error, we reset the clock for the lifter. It'd be unfair for them to have that time taken out. No, that's not there. So, that leaves Val with a best of 47.5, sitting in second overall still, but under pressure now from Yona. 52.5 now for Caroline Cunniff.
Bars loaded, 52.5 kilos, Caroline Cunniff, Ireland.
No, not quite there today. Leaves her with the best of 50.
Sorry, ladies, no lift for Cunniff, I'm afraid. 55 on the bar now. Ingerborg Yona, Norway. Trinary and Logan, get ready. 2 attempts to change openers. 2 attempts remaining.
Ingerborg Yona from Norway. She missed 55 last time. She's going to try it again. If she does get this, this takes her within 2.5 kilos at subtotal of the two in the lead. This is so tightly matched at subtotal. Powerlifting is a numbers game. If you don't have the numbers, it's hard to follow sometimes. So you do go to goodlift.info for the live score sheet, and that will help to make sense out of a lot of these numbers. So Ingerborg is sitting in 3rd overall, 7.5 kilos behind the two leaders. And that's not going. So she's now under massive pressure from Helen Trenery of Australia, who's going to come out for 57.5. And Trenery is lighter on body weight. So this will move Trenery ahead. She's guaranteed the bench bronze already. This will move her up to silver for the moment, but more importantly, it'll move her up to overall 3rd. It's a valiant effort, but just not there today. She is going to have to be happy with being just a couple of kilos behind Yona. But Cunniff is on the same subtotal as well. This is, honestly, this is a 5-6-way fight with virtually nothing in it. So Lynn Homan, USA, 60 kilos on the bar. Nope, that's not going. Leaves her with the best bench of 57.5, but it does get her the bench silver medal. Helen Trenery, by the way, took the bronze in the 57s, and we know Dora Justice had the bench gold. So 2 more benches in this flight, and this one is Jenny Hunter. This will move Jenny into the overall lead in the 52 kilo class. Jenny has the bench gold. And she has the lead. So Jenny Hunter, Britain, has moved into the lead in the 52 kilo class. Next out we have the amazing Dora Justice, who is smashing the bench press world records into tiny pieces, grinding them under her heel. 75 kilos moved like an opener. This is 77.5. Fantastic display of benching from Dora Justice. So easy. So easy. That's yet another bench world record, and the bench press gold, and the overall lead for Dora Justice. Wow. So some brilliant benching there. We move into the second flight of this session, which is the M363s and 69s. We are being led out by Maureen Collins of Ireland. with 35 kilos. And that is a good lift for Marie Collins.
Next weight on the bar remains at 35 kilos. And Lee Yulamo, Sweden. Calva and Martin Paolo get ready.
Next out we have Annalie Yulamo. Also for 35 kilos. Very easy. And next out we have Caroline Calva for 42.5. Caroline is in the 69 kilo class. $42.5 kilos on the bar. Fast descent. And a good press.
Good job, good lift. Calva, 42.5
Next out, Irene Matin-Paolo for 42.5 kilos. Also in the 69s.
Bar is loaded. 42.5 kilos. Irene Matin-Paolo, Finland.
Relatively narrow grip, flares their elbows, and that's a successful opening press at 42.5.
I'm sorry I mispronounced your name. I heard the Finnish shouting. Ready, got it right. 50 on the bar now. Arlene Van Diepen.
Arlene Van Diepen now for 50 kilos.
Bar is loaded, 50 kilos. Arlene Van Diepen, Canada.
Little bit of effort to bring that bar up. But it's a good lift.
50 on the bar now. Susan Sabuda, Great Britain. Trimble and Breeze, get ready. Bar is
Susan Sabuda next, 50 kilos.
Great Britain.
She went 3 for 3 on squats. What can she do on bench? Yeah, a tiny bit tough off the chest, but once it got moving, it shot to lockout. That's a great lift for Susan Sabuda.
For Joan Trimble, Great Britain, Greece and Logan, get ready.
And we have relatively new lifter Joan Trimble out next. She was, I think she took the gold on squat and was within range of the world record. You have to think next international she does, there's a squat world record in the offing. But here she is opening with 52.5. That's only 2.5 kilos off her current PB. Next, from Canada for 55. This matches her current competition best. Training. So we have the wrong rack. However, I'm not seeing the... Yeah, the referees asked for the timer to be reset. If the lifter changes their mind about what rack height they want and asks the platform crew to reset it, that would come out of their 60 seconds. However, as it was a platform error, the clock gets reset. Didn't throw her. That is a nice opener for Gail Andrews.
And a good leg for Gail. 60 on the bar, please, loaders. So Spencer Logan, Norway. Fran Harris and Ellard, get ready. Last 4 minutes in round 1.
Christy Logan, Norway, is opening with 60 kilos. She's in the 69s. The Norwegian team always bring their shakers. There's always, in fact, there's been great support from all the teams in the audience today. It's early in the competition. Not everyone has arrived yet, but we've had a full audience all day. Easy. And that is what we like to see. Suzanne Laforge out next from USA. Just missed by a fraction of depth, the matching the squat world record. $62.5 kilos on the bar. Nice, easy opener. Fran Harris now, Canada, opening with 65 kilos.
Bars loaded, 65 kilos, Fran Harris, Canada.
This will really close the gap to Joan Trimble, who's sitting in second place. Suzanne Laforge leading the pack.
Good lift for Harris, 67.5 now. Canada. Collins and Yulamo, get ready.
So that puts Harris in gold medal position on bench and second overall. Here's Deb Ellard, also from Canada, opening her account with 67.5.
No lift.
No lift. I'm just trying to see past the spotters to what that failure means. It could be jump commands, butt came off bench, um, foot movement, and I did not see what that infraction was. So the weight was easy. I'm sure she'll come out and nail that next time. And we go through to the second round. Here's Maureen Collins for 40 kilos. Now the graphic you can see on your screen at the moment, there's a lot of information on there, but if you look at that top white bar, it's telling you the age class and weight class, and also the rank in the current lift. So I can see there was a blue card and a yellow card. The blue card infraction on bench is either for lockout, I didn't lock the shoulders out, the elbows out, or for downward movement of the bar. So that was no lift for Maureen Collins. And Lee Yulamo from Sweden is going to attempt to match her current PB with 40 kilos. But that is just a little too heavy. Of course, she can't drop for her third attempt. She has to take the same weight or more. Caroline Calva now for 45. Plenty of other information on that graphic. If you look to the far right, you can see that her top squat was 90 kilos, and her current best bench was 42.5 for a subtotal of 132.5. Currently has the bench bronze within her grasp. Now that looked to swing a long way offline, but she still pressed it easily.
White lines, good lift. Calvert, 45
Irina Matinpalo from Finland is coming out now for 45, also in the 69 kilo class. But she's heavier than Calva, so this will not move her past. A little bit of an uneven press. There's no uneven lockout rule in the IPF bench press. And that's a good lift. Next out, Arlene Van Diepen for 52.5 to move up one place. In the overall competition, she's a little way behind the top three. She'll have to work hard to catch them and get herself onto the podium. And she's stuck with it. And she got it to lock out. What a fighter.
2-1. Deadlift Van Diepen. 52.5 on the bar now. Susan Sabuda. Great Britain. Trimble and Greece get ready.
Susan Sabuda out next.
Bar is loaded. 52.5 kilos.
For the same weight, 52.5 in the same class, the 63s. Strong. That's a great second attempt for Susan Sabuda. Moves her ahead of Collins now in the overall. Now Joan Trimble is neck and neck with Fran Harris in the overall competition. And they are 10 kilos behind Laforge. So this is going to be a tight fight on the podium. Joan Trimble's out first. She is heavier than Harris, so we'll have to do more to move past. Strong second attempt.
Good lift for Joan Trimble, 57.5 on the bar now. Greece, Canada. Logan, Harris, get ready. Bars loaded, 57.5 kilos. Gail and Greece, Canada.
Gail and Brees now from Canada. 57.5. Pushes it through the sticking point.
3 white lights, and a good lift for Greece, 65 on the bar now. Kirsty Logan, Norway. Harris, Laforge, and Ellard to get ready.
60 Logan from Norway next for 65. She's gone up 5 kilos from her opener.
Bars loaded, 65 kilos. Kirsty Logan.
Nice.
3 white lights, and a good lift for Logan.
A little bit more in the tank there, I think.
67.5 on the bar now. Fran Harris, Canada. Laforge and Ellard. Get
Back to the
ready.
63 kilo class, and we have Fran Harris.
Bars loaded, 67.5 kilos. Fran Harris, Canada.
She's in gold medal position in bench. She's looking to extend that a little bit because Suzanne Laforge is coming for her with the same weight. Laforge slightly heavier on body weight. 67.5 for Fran Harris. Oh, it came off the chest well, but it just ground to a halt and she could not get that moving.
No lift, I'm afraid.
So she has another attempt at that.
Suzanne Laforge, USA.
She's still in the lead for now.
To get ready.
So this means because Fran Harris missed her second there, Suzanne Laforge will now come past if she can bench this 67.5.
5 kilos, Suzanne Laforge, USA.
Always good to take a look at the numbers because don't forget we are following both the lifts in the individual lifts, so you get medals for squat, medals for bench and medals for deadlift, but of course the big prize is the overall. Now there was a lot of leg drive there. I'm not in a position to see whether the book came up, so the referees are, and they say it did not. That was a good lift for Laforge. So she's now in a gold medal position on bench as well as overall. Card infraction, so I did not see what the issue was. But the strength looked good, so I'm sure she can get this time.
Bar is loaded. 67.5 kilos. Deb Ellard, Canada. Come on, Canada! Easy weight now, Deb. Come on.
So here's 67.5 for Deb Ellard. And that's a good lift. So that puts her straight into the bench gold position and overall third.
Calvert, Van Diepen, Sabuda, Trimble, Harris, Logan, Laford, and Ellard.
So we move now to the third round, and here's Maureen Collins for 40 kilos. Missed this on a second. Going to take another attempt at it. Well, she's got it to the top. And it's a good lift. That moves Collins ahead of Susan Sabuda. And Lee Yulamo from Sweden for her second attempt at 40. Yeah, I think that got a little bit out of line, but maybe just a little bit too heavy this time. Caroline Calva now for 47.5.
Bar is loaded. 47.5 kilos.
She already took her personal best on her second. This will push it on a little bit further. Not quite there today for Caroline. Leaves her with the best bench of 45.
Next weight on the bar, 47.5 kilos.
Irena Matinpalo from Finland is going to attempt 47.5 now.
Matinpalo, Finland, 47.5 kilos.
Nope, not there today.
Sorry, no, for Irena.
Leaves her with the best bench of 45.
Arlene Van Diepen, Canada. To be followed by Sabuda and Greece.
55 kilos on the bar for Arlene Van Diepen, Canada.
Bars loaded, 55 kilos, Arlene Van Diepen, Canada.
A little bit too heavy today. Leaves her with the best bench of 52 and a half.
55 on the bar now, Suzanne Sabuda, Great Britain. Reese and Trimble, get ready. Bars loaded, 55.
Suzanne Sabuda next for 55. This will be a personal best. Not quite enough to move her up to the bench podium. She was asked to replace the bar. I'm not entirely sure what the referee just said to her. Maybe it was grip width.
20 seconds, on either side.
So she needs to take the bar now. She's down to 12 seconds. No. So that leaves her with the best bench of 52 and a half.
60 on the bar now. Galen Reese, Canada. Trimble and Harris, get ready.
60 kilos next for Galen Brees, Canada. She is guaranteed.
Bar is loaded. Galen Reese, 60 kilos. Canada.
But this will add some all-important kilos to her total. Sitting in second overall. And it went so far, but she's pushing through. Wow! I really thought that had ground to a halt. But she kept pushing and kept trying, didn't give up, and was rewarded with a good lift. And the bench press bronze. Joan Trimble next. She is in second overall. And yeah, this won't change the bench positions. She has the bench bronze. I think she's only done a handful of competitions before, and she's out here at the World Championships taking medals. 62 and a half kilos on the bar.
Sorry, there is no lift for Joan. No lift at 62.5.
She got yellow card infractions. It was a very fast press. Whether she or not she jumped the press command, I'm not sure. There are 3 commands on bench you have to wait for. You hold it at extension for the start command, take it down to the chest and wait for the press command, and then hold it at arm's length until you get the right command.
Bar is loaded, 67.5 kilos.
Leaves Joan with a best of 57.5, but she retains that bench press bronze medal. Fran Harris next. Has the silver in bench, wants the gold. This to take that gold medal from Laforge. And that ground to a halt, but would not go any further.
A good try, but just too heavy, I'm afraid, for Harris on this occasion. Same way to make the bar.
Leaves her with the best bench of 65. The bench silver, and she goes into deadlift in third place.
Bars loaded, 67.5.
Disti Logan next for 67.5. She's a little heavier, only by 200 grams than Deb Ellard, so she won't move past for the bench gold. Not quite there, unfortunately. Leaves her with the best bench of 65.
Lift for Logan, 70 on the bar now for Suzanne Laforge. She'll be followed by Deb Ellard at the same weight, and then there'll be a 10-minute break.
Next out we have Suzanne Laforge from the USA.
For the deadlifts. So, bar is loaded. 70 kilos, Suzanne Laforge, USA.
Has the overall lead. Took the silver medal on squat. Has the gold medal on bench. Sets her up really well to go into the final part of the competition. Not quite there today, but she left nothing on the table. She was successful with 67.5, missed 70. Just reminded that these women are in their 60s. And we have Deb Ellard coming out now for 70. She's in third place overall. Already has the bench gold in the 69s.
The bar is loaded at 70 kilos for Deb Ellard of Canada. If she gets this, she will get bench press gold.
Now that went to lockout, but there was a lot of movement through the body, so did she keep her butt down? She did. 70 kilos for Deb Ellard and the bench press gold. So that leaves Laforge ahead of Trimble, ahead of Harris, and Logan ahead of Breeze, ahead of Ellard in the 69s. We're going to take a 10-minute break now, and I hope you'll join us back for deadlift. We are here in St John's, Newfoundland, Canada, and we have had a fantastic welcome from the CPU and the meet director Jeff Butt. Good opportunity just to say a quick thank you to our primary presenting partners, Eleku, who make the best manufacturing equipment in the world, which you have seen on the platform all day today. They have the platform, the combo rack, the plates and the bar. Absolutely the best bar in the world. And also SBD, who make strength apparel relied upon by strength athletes around the world. Without the help of these sponsors and without their support, we would not be able to put on these competitions, certainly not to the standard we have. We are most of the way through the M3 Classic Women,
Silvana Tancredi of Spain.
and we are just about to get underway with the 47 kilo, 52 kilo and 57 kilo classes. And there's Silvana Tancredi for 80 kilos. She is the only lifter in the 47, so that makes her the 47 kilo world champion. Next up, Jenny Hunter for 90 kilos. Jenny is leading the 52s. However, Maureen Mcewen has a much bigger opener, so let's see how that goes.
Bars loaded, 90 kilos, Jenny Hunter, Great Britain.
Here comes Jenny. Been Masters World Champion many times. Primarily in equipped, but also in classic. Nice comfortable opener there for Jenny.
3 white lights and a good lift for Jenny Hunter. 95 on the bar now for Dora Justice, USA, Poland
And now we move into the 57 kilo class with Dora Justice. She gave us a bench press masterclass, broke the world record 3 times, finishing on 77.5. She's opening her deadlift on 95.
The bar is loaded. 95 kilos, Dora Justice, USA.
Here's Dora looking very relaxed. Always fascinated by the different demeanours of the lifters. Some lifters rage out onto the platform, roaring like a bull. Others walk out like they're just going for a walk in the park. Nice opening attempt from Dora.
3 white lights, good lift for Dora Justice, and that validates her world records. 95 on
As the speakers just pointed out, that validates her world records. You have to put up a total to take any of the records home with you. Tara Conlon out next for 95.
Tara Conlon, Ireland. McEwen and Hogan, get ready.
The ranking on the graphic there won't really mean much until everyone's got a deadlift in, so we'll let everyone get their opening attempts in, and then we'll have a look at how that affects the overall standings. Good lift for Tara Conlon.
Maureen Mcewen of Canada. Hogan and Cunniff to get ready. Third session, change to the start time. The third session will start at 6 p.m. 1800 hours. That is 1 hour.
Maureen Mcewen from Canada is going to come out from 107.5.
Just to make sure that everyone has time to warm up.
A little bit of news for the third session today. We have the M4 men and the M3 lightweight men. It was originally due to start at 5 p.m. We have moved that to 6 p.m. So here's Maureen Mcewen in the 52s for 107.5. This will put her back ahead of Jenny Hunter. And there she goes, she's back in the lead. So currently Jenny has a total of 212.5 and Maureen 227.5. So it's going to be hard to close that gap, but not absolutely impossible. Anything can happen in powerlifting. Lynn Homan from USA for 110. Comfortable opening attempt. Caroline Cunniff next for the same weight, 110.
Bars loaded, 110 kilos, Caroline Cunniff, Ireland.
Strong.
3 white lines to the good leg for Cunniff, 110 on the bar now for Valerie Dolly, Great Britain. Joan Trimble, get ready.
Valerie Dolly next for the same weight, 110. Popular opener in the 57 kilo class.
Bar is loaded, 110 kilos, Valerie Dolly, Great Britain.
Good lift, Val is on the board.
117.5 on the bar now. Ingerborg Yona, Norway. Trenery and Tancredi, get ready.
Ingerborg Yona from Norway next for 117.5.
Bars loaded, 117.5 kilos to Ingerborg Yona, Norway.
So here's Ingerborg, reigning world champion. Can she get back-to-back wins? Well, that is a good start to her campaign to cement her second world championship. Helen Trenery from Australia is opening way ahead of all the other lifters on a massive 130, which caused me to look to see what the world record is in this class, and it's 155.5. Hard to say whether that will be in range. See how this moves.
Bars loaded, 130 kilos, Helen Trenery, Australia.
Well, it was very lopsided as it came up. Maybe she just got her hand spacing a little bit off, but the weight presented no problem at all. And I'm hopeful we will see a run at that world record from Helen. So, as we have now got, everyone's got a deadlift on the board. Let's see how that affects the standings. In the 47 kilo class, Tancredi is on her own, so she is the world champion. Mcewen is leading from Hunter in the 52s. And Trinary is now leading the pack in the 57s ahead of Yona and Dolly. There is absolutely nothing in it in the 57s though. Second and third place currently decided on body weight. If two lifters have the same total, then the lighter body weight takes the win. So that's 90 kilos there for Silvana Tancredi of Spain. And we move to the 52 kilo class and Jenny Hunter. To close the gap to Mcewen. Getting very uneven, very asymmetrical, but certainly not in any doubt. So that closes the gap to within 5 kilos of Mcewen. So Mcewen is going to need to get her second lift in order to stay ahead. Meantime, we have a big bencher, Dora Justice from USA, for 105. So the white bar at the top of the graphic you can see now will tell you how her position will change on the deadlift and overall if she's successful with this lift. She is currently 7 for 7. And that looks like 8 for 8.
3 white lights, and it goes left to Dora. Next one large, 105, and Tara Conlon, Ireland. Mcewen and Dolly, get ready.
Tara Conlon is out next for 105.
Bars loaded, 105 kilos, Tara Conlon, Ireland.
Three white lights, good lift.
112.5 on the line up for Maureen Mcewen of Canada. Dolly and Owen to get ready.
So next out we have Maureen Mcewen from Canada. I think this will be pivotal in the 52 kilo class. If she gets this, Jenny probably can't catch her, but if she misses, then she opens the door for an attempt from the Brit.
Bars loaded, 112.5 kilos, Maureen Mcewen, Canada.
A little bit of work to do at lockout, but I think that pushes her far enough out into the lead now that 112.5, tiny little jump, but she took small jumps on her squat. 112 on the bar to move up a place in the overall and 2 places in the deadlift. Looks like she's got a bit more. Lynn Homan, USA, for 117.5.
Bars loaded, 117.5 kilos, Lynn Homan, USA.
Nice looking second attempt, moves her up to bronze medal position on deadlift.
120 on the bar, Arlene Cunniff, Ireland. Joan Trimble, get ready.
20 to move all the way up to the silver medal position on deadlift. Nice second for Caroline. I'm just looking at the projected totals in the 57 kilo class, and Helen Trenery is looking a little way out in the lead, but the next 5 lifters are all within range of taking second or third place. So all going to come down to third deadlifts, which is how it should be.
Bars loaded, 125 kilos, Ingerborg Yona, Norway.
Ingerborg Yona, Norway for 125. To move herself up from bronze to silver in deadlift and total. Move ahead of Val Dolly. Nice.
3 white lights are a good layer for Yona. 140 on the bar. Helen Trenery, Australia. Tancredi and Hunter to get ready as we move into round 3.
Next out we have Helen Trenary. Final deadlift in the second round.
Currently leading deadlift and overall. Needs to pull out a gap just in case somebody tries something on. Bar is loaded at 140 kilos.
If she gets this, she's going to be hard to catch for the title. So I was hoping she might take a run at the world record, but obviously the world title is way more important. You secure the win, and if you get the opportunity right at the end, why not have a crack at it, but you secure the win first. So we are through to the pointy end of the competition for the first flight. Third round of deadlift. This is where we crown world champions. Of course, Silvana Tancredi, who's out first for 105, is already crowned.
And the bar is loaded. 105 kilos, Silvana Tancredi is faith.
Now, unusually, she's taken a 10 kilo jump from first to second and then gone up 15 to a third. It's not the usual pattern. No doubt she got some reason for it, maybe a national record at home, personal goal, but it's not quite there today. Nevertheless, she walks away the new 47 kilo M3 world champion. Okay, I think we've had a change. It's actually going to be Jenny Hunter coming out next for 105. This isn't enough to move ahead. She's taken the view that Mcewen is too far ahead to catch. It's moving. Is it going to lock out? Absolutely is. That is 227.5. That's a £500 total for Jenny Hunter. 9 for 9 and the silver medal overall. Dora Justice next for 110. This to move into third place overall. But there's going to be a bun fight for those positions with 4 or 5 lifters within range. So here's Dora. She took the gold in bench along with a hatful of world records. And she's looking for the overall bronze now. Well, she's done her job. She's put herself into that position. It's up to everyone else to come past now.
110 remains on bar for Tower Conlon, Ireland. Mcewen and Dolly to get ready.
Next out, Tara Conlon of Ireland for the same weight, 110. It was a little bit stuck to the floor, but she got it moving. And it's a tough lockout. So close, but not quite. Leaves her with a 2:15 total.
No lift. 2-1 yellows from central side referees. 1:15 goes on the bar now. Maureen Mcewen, Canada.
So here is Maureen Mcewen for 1:15. She already has the deadlift gold and she already has the overall gold. Even before she walks out onto the platform, she's the new 52 kilo M3 world champion.
To be followed by Dolly and Calvert. And the bar is loaded. 115 kilos, Maureen Mcewen, Canada. That's a good lift. 3 wide lines for Maureen.
Good lift for Maureen. Gives her a 235 kilo total. So now we have the battle in the 57s. First fighter out is Val Dolly. Dolly of Great Britain for 1:15. This will get her onto the overall podium, but it will be a precarious place. It's a little untidy, but she's got it all the way. There we go, she's got herself onto the bottom step of the podium. However, the next two lifters will be trying to take that place away.
Conniff, Yona and Trinary to get ready. Last chance to change openers for the B group.
Oh, excuse me, this one is Lynn Homan. This will move her onto the podium for deadlift, but not overall.
With 3 lifters to follow. Bar is loaded. 122.5 for Lynn Homan, USA.
This for the deadlift bronze. Now, I wonder if there was downward movement of the bar. Yep. So blue card failures. As you can see from the graphic on the bottom right, there's a blue light below the red light. So the white light is a good lift, the red light is a no lift, and the coloured cards underneath indicate the type of failure. In this case, for the blue card, there was downward movement of the bar. The bar must travel from the floor to lock out in one continuous movement without going up and down. So that gave her a total of 257.5. 6th place. So Caroline Cunniff guaranteed the deadlift bronze. However, this will knock Val Dolly off the overall bronze. This will take the overall 3rd. It's going, and I think it's gone.
Okay, let's see those lights. They are white. It is a good lift.
Good lift, 270 total, and she takes the overall bronze from Val Dolly on bodyweight. Ingerborg Yona for 127.5. She's too far back to catch Trinary.
Ingerborg Yona, Norway.
Guaranteed the deadlift silver, guaranteed the overall silver. Fantastic 3rd deadlift. Gives her a 275 total and all the silver medals. Last lift of this flight is Helen Trenery of Australia.
She already has deadlift gold. She already has the world title in her pocket.
She took the bench bronze. She already has the deadlift gold. She is the new M3 57 kilo world champion. But she'd like to knock her total up to 290.
This is just to rub it in. The bar is loaded, 1.5 kilos, Helen Trenery, Australia!
Oh, she got it moving. Wow, I don't believe it. She actually managed to lock that out. See what the referees make of it? No. No, I'm not sure what the yellow card fail is, but it certainly went up and down. I wasn't sure whether it broke from the bar and she made more than one attempt, and you only allowed one attempt at the bar. But it's hard to bring the intensity to a lift when you know you've already won, and I'm sure she'll be happy with walking away world champion.
Van Diepen, Logan, Trimble, Laford, and
So with no rest or respite, we go straight into the second flight, which is the 63 kilo and the 69 kilo M3s. Maureen Collins from Ireland is going to lead us out with 107.5.
Bars loaded, 107.5 kilos, Maureen Collins, Ireland.
Nice, easy looking opener. And we have Deb Ellard in the 69s coming out next. She took the bench gold. What could she do on deadlift? She comes into deadlift sitting in third place, opening with 110.
Sabuda, get ready.
She's on the board. And we have Caroline Calva coming out next for 110 kilos. The rankings won't make a lot of sense until everyone's got their first lift in. Oh, just notice though that Helen Trenery moved up to third place in the overall best lifter in the M3s so far. Obviously we've still got two classes to decide. That's a nice opening lift for Caroline Calva.
Good lift, 3 white lights. 110 remains on the bar. Irene Martin Paolo of Finland. Sabuda and Yulamo, get ready. Bars loaded, 110 kilos,
Irene Matidpalo from Finland is out now for 110 in the 69 kilo class. And we have Suzanne Sabuda out next.
Bars loaded, 112.5 kilos, Suzanne Sabuda, Great Britain.
Easy. Very nice opening deadlift there for the British lifter.
Good lift for Sabuda, 120. Bars loaded, 125 kilos, Yulamo, Sweden.
Not sure if you can pick up the rattling noise from the audience. The Norwegian team always bring clappers with them. Oh, now, what's the up and down? But there was definitely some supporting. As soon as the knees go soft and slip under the bar is resting on your thighs, and that's a blue card failure. But I'm sure she can. The strength wasn't an issue, so I'm sure she can get that next time out. Arlene Van Diepen, Canada, opening with 127.5. Very nice.
Blue white lights, good lift for Van Diepen. 130 on the bar now. Kirsty Logan of Norway. Trimble and Harris, get ready.
Kirsty Logan from Norway for 130.
Bars loaded, 130 kilos. Kirsty Logan, Norway.
Oh, that was lovely. Lots more in the tank there. She took... Next out we've got Joan Trimble. She's had a fantastic day at her first international. Squat gold, bench bronze. Looks like she's well in the fight for medals in deadlift and overall as well. This is 132.5. Looked like she had to pull the bar in a little bit at the bottom. Maybe she was just stood a little bit too far away. But nevertheless, it presented no problem at all, and it was a good lift. Fran Harris now, 132.5.
Bars loaded, 132.5 kilos. Fran Harris, Canada.
Good lift for Fran.
Blue white lights, good lift for Harris. 142.5 on the bar now.
Suzanne Laforge next for 142.5.
At the same weight, and then moving to round 2 with Colin.
She took the silver in squat, the gold in bench, and I think she's pretty well placed to take a couple more golds too. So let's see how this goes. This will put her only 15 kilos off the world record. So it would be great to see this move quickly.
Bars loaded, 142.5 kilos, Suzanne Laforge, USA.
And this will take the total world record.
Two to one. That is a good lift for Laforge.
2 to 1, good lift, and that gives her the overall lead. And we're not finished yet, we have one more lift to go in the first round of deadlift. This will be the deadlift world record in the 69s.
You won't be why we're swapping referees. A world record must be officiated by a red tie who is not under examination.
Easy.
Let's see those lights. Good lift! New world record to get overs on her opener.
That takes the standard in the 69 kilo class. I mean, no one's had that record before. It's a relatively new class. So, how are we placed as we move into the second round now? I can see already that Suzanne Laforge has put a world record attempt in, deadlift world record attempt in, for her second at 158. She's leading the way. Actually, she's not that far ahead. Yeah, I'm just looking up then as we go back to Van Diepen. And in the 69 kilo class, Logan is only half a kilo ahead of Brees. But then there's a gap back to Ellard and Martin Parlow. So here is Marie Collins for 115 to open the second round of deadlifts. And that looked nice and easy.
Good lift for Collins. 115 on the bar now. Deb Ellard of Canada, Calva and Matty Pallo to get ready.
Deb Ellard is out next for 1:15. The bottom step of the overall podium. Going to be a lot to do to catch the second place, but she's well ahead of fourth. No. No, red card failure, which is for lockout. I think she's just been a little bit soft in the knees. We saw that on her squat as well. But she pulled it easily, so if she can, looking to move ahead of the finish lifter. Gives herself a little cheer at the top. That's a good lift for Caroline. Irina Matin-Palo now for... left to give, but that was a good lift, and she moves back up to fourth. Susan Sabuda has asked for 117.5 for her second attempt. Wow, I thought that had stopped moving right near the bottom. Let's hope the bar didn't dip. And 2 to 1, it did not. Good lift for Susan Sabuda. Next out, Annalie slipped under the bar and the bar rested on her thighs. Sometimes called hitching. In the rule book it's referred to as supporting. Overall fourth. Still a little bit wiggly, but I think much better than her first. And that's a good lift. Arlene Van Diepen is going to attempt to move into Deadlift Silver with 135. Very nice.
Good lift. Van Diepen, 137.5 about Fran Harris, also Canada. Logan, Trimble, get ready.
Teammate is out next, Fran Harris. She's taken a 5 kilo increase, and this will move her up to knocking the Brit down to third, Joan Trimble. So here we go, Fran Harris, Canada, 137.5. That's a great second attempt. And Fran Harris moves up to second. The leader in the 69 kilo class is out next, Logan, Norway. She's gone up 10 kilos off the world record, but I think Gail Breeze is going to add 10 kilos to that in the next round. So let's see how this goes for Logan. That looked good, and she really needs that to stay ahead. So we have Joan Trimble out next. She's gone up 12.5 to 145. This will move her up to, temporarily anyway, up to one deadlift gold and overall silver. This will move her back ahead of Fran Harris. Nice. So this is a world record, I think. Gail Ambreese, 152.5. In fact, this puts 10 kilos on the deadlift record. Standard. She took the record with her opener. This is 10 kilos on top of it. And she is now only 2.5 kilos off the total record as well. Oh, in fact, excuse me, she isn't, because Logan already took the total record with her second attempt. Snuck that one past me. Total records are really hard to spot. Kilos, then it must be a world record. This is the world record in the 63 kilo class. Currently Edith Gwennick owns it, so this takes the deadlift world record and extends the total world record as well. And this will put her far enough out into the lead that she will probably not be caught. So here we go, world record on the bar, world record deadlift, world record total. Just leans back a little bit more to cement the lockout. Still gets one red card for lockout, but 2-1, that's a good lift. It's a deadlift world record, it's a total world record, and probably, not guaranteed at this point, but probably the world title. One more round to go. Deb Ellard is going to lead us out. She missed 115 for a second. She's gone up to 117.5. She is defending her overall third place from Yulamo. Now she didn't have her knees fully locked on her second one, but I think the strength was there, so let's see how this moves. Now it was a brave decision to go up, but I think it's paid off. Just wait for the referee's decision. No, not locked out, unfortunately. At World Championships we always have a jury, so you can protest a result that is 2-1, but you cannot protest 3 reds. So that left Deb with a best deadlift of 110 and a 275 total, and she is under pressure now from the Swedish lifter. Maureen Collins, 120 on the bar. That looked quite comfortable for a third attempt. Gives her a 262.5 kilo total, 5th place. Next out, Caroline Calva for 120. She got her personal best on her second, 115. This will be another 5 kilos on top. And if she gets this will be a 15 kilo total PB. And who wouldn't like a 15 kilo total PB at the World Championships? Irena Matinpalo from Finland is out next for 120. I've just spotted Suzanne Laforge has taken the lead in the overall M3 Best Lifter contest. It was Inga Blicker ahead of Elsa Palsdottir, but we now have Suzanne Laforge as Best Lifter with still 1 round to go. Here's Irena Matinpalo, 120 on the bar. Oh, it's a tough lockout, but she got it through. 2-1, a good lift. So here we go. This is Lee Yulamo from Sweden. This is to get herself onto the overall podium. She got 125 for her second. This is 132.5. This matches her current best.
However, that shouldn't affect her. So if she gets
she's guaranteed the deadlift bronze,
overall bronze,
but would like to take the overall bronze too.
And she is already in position for deadlift bronze. Bar is loaded. 132.5 kilos. Sweden.
Here we go, Lee Yulamo.
Gets this. I'm sorry, not today.
Oh, that's a shame. Leaves her with a total of 267.5, 4th place.
Once again, this is an attempt at a provisional deadlift bronze, but with
Next out, Arlene Van Diepen from Canada. She's in 4th place, so it's a little bit too far to move up to overall bronze. However, this 150 will take her to deadlift bronze.
Van Diepen, Harris and Logan is the order of lifting. 140 on the bar. Arlene Van Diepen of Canada. Bar is loaded. Van Diepen 140. Attempt to take home
For the deadlift bronze. Very nice. So she's going to have to go at the back now and wait to see if Fran Harris is going to take that deadlift bronze from her. Fran is in 3rd place overall. I think the overall placings in the 63 kilo class are set. We have Laforge from Trimble from Harris. However, we still have the deadlift medals to arrange. 142.5 for a small PB for Fran Harris. Well, more importantly, for the deadlift bronze. It's moving. And it was a little bit shaky, but I think she's got it. 2-1, a good lift, and she takes the deadlift bronze from Van Diepen. So this is the leader in the 69 kilo class, Kristi Logan, Norway.
Should be followed by Trimble, Reese and Laforge. Norway, get your rattles ready. The bar is loaded.
So this will extend the total record. Yeah, this will break the total record. 147.5 on the bar. She is not safe. She needs this to defend. She needs to lock this out to make sure she goes home with the title. I think she's done it though. No!
She pulled it, but I'm afraid
No, there was blue cards for supporting. That's a real shame. So she took the squat world record, but she has not taken the deadlift, the total world record. 2 kilos off it. And now we have... Oh, excuse me, I was getting ahead of myself. We are now back into the 63 kilo class, and this is Joan Trimble. Joan's had a phenomenal day. She is guaranteed the deadlift silver and the overall silver. This will be a personal best as well. Absolutely fantastic. I'm trying to see those yellow card failures. I don't know what that was for, to be honest. I didn't spot the infraction. The one thing I can't tell is I can't really hear the ref's command, so it may be that she anticipated the referee's command. Nevertheless, Joan Trimble, in her first international competition, walks away with a chest full of medals and the overall silver, ahead of Fran Harris, who takes the bronze. 2 lifts left to go, both world records. Here's Gaylan Breeze from Canada to extend the world record she just set by half a kilo. She is tied on total with Logan. So this is not just for the deadlift world record, this is for the world title as well. It could not be closer. I'm not going to anticipate the referees this time, but that is a good lift. And Gaylan Breeze moves ahead of Logan, pushes her down to second place, and takes the world title to go with her world records. 1 lift left. And that's Suzanne Laforge. She has been phenomenal today. She took the squat silver, the bench gold. She's already taken the deadlift world record and the total world record, but she's added nearly another 10 kilos to that. 167.5 going on the bar. This will give her 352.5. So here we go. Deadlift world record, total world record. She is already the 63 kilo M3 world champion. Can she bring the intensity to this lift when she has already won the competition? And it looks like she can. Absolutely superb lifting from Suzanne Laforge, and she takes the Best Lifter Award as well, with Joan Trimble actually coming fourth in the Best Lifter Award, which is quite impressive in her first international competition. Fran Harris taking the 5th place as well. That was a superb session, everything coming down to the last deadlifts and world records flying about all over the place. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll stick around for the medal ceremony. We have one more session left to do today. It's been moved on to 6 p.m, and that's the M4 men and the lightweight M3 men. Please join us then.
trophies being presented by Jack Butts. Okay, so it's time to present your world champions. The medals will be presented by Sergeant Blaine of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and Jeff Butts, the co-organiser of the competition. So, 47 kilo, Masters 3 category first of all. With 80 kilos, the gold medal on squat goes to Spain's Silvana Tancredi. The gold medal on bench press with 45 kilos goes to Silvana Tancredi of Spain. Unsurprisingly, deadlift gold, 90 kilos, also goes to Silvana Tancredi of Spain. And it should come as no surprise that your new world champion, with a total of 215 kilos, is Spain's Silvana Tancredi. Please be upstanding, ladies and gentlemen, for the national anthem of Spain. Well done, Silvana. Great job. Thank you. And now, Masters 3 category. Silver medal on squats with 60 kilos goes to Great Britain's Jenny Hunter. Squat gold with 82.5 goes to Canada's Maureen Mcewen. And now to bench. I don't know if these ladies need to move, to be honest. They do, they need to swap places because silver on bench press with 37.5 kilos goes to Maureen Mcewen of Canada. Bench press gold with 62.5 kilos goes to Great Britain's Jenny Hunter. And now to the deadlifts. And it's a swap again, I'm afraid, ladies, because in silver medal position with 105 kilos goes to Great Britain's Jenny Hunter. Deadlift gold with 115 kilos goes to Canada's Maureen Mcewen. Which means, as we move into the totals, so silver medal overall with 227.5 kilos total is Jenny Hunter, Great Britain. And your new Masters 3 52 kilo world champion with 235 kilos, Canada's Maureen Mcewen. What could be more Canadian than receiving your medal from a mountain? Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Canada. Well done, ladies. Brilliant competition. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now the 57 kilo Masters 3 category. Squat first in bronze medal position. With 95 kilos from Ireland is Caroline Cunniff. Silver medal on squat, also with 95 kilos on body weight, is Norway's Ingerborg Yona. And squat gold with 107.5 kilos, Great Britain's Val Dolly. Thank you, ladies. And now to bench press. In bronze medal position with 55 kilos from Australia is Helen Trenery. Bench press silver with 57.5 kilos goes to the USA's Lynn Homer. And bench press gold with 77.5 kilos and all the records. It's the USA's Dora Justice. Well done, Dora. You could have done 80 easily, you know that. Thank you, ladies, and now to deadlift. In bronze medal position with 125 kilos from Ireland is Caroline Cunniff. Deadlift silver with 127.5 kilos goes to Norway's Ingerborg Yona. And deadlift gold with 140 kilos goes to Australia's Helen Trenery. And finally, the overall totals. In bronze medal position overall with 270 kilos from Ireland is Caroline Cunniff. Silver medal with 275 kilos from Norway, Ingerborg Yona. And your new 57 kilo Masters 3 World Champion with 285 kilos, it's Australia's Helen Trenery! Please be upstanding, ladies and gentlemen, for the national anthem of Australia. Well done, ladies. Great job. Thank you. And now the 63 kilo Masters 3 category. Squat first in bronze medal position with 105 kilos from Canada. It's Fran Harris. Squat silver with 117.5 from the USA, it's Suzanne Laforge. And squat gold, also with 117.5 from Great Britain, Joan Trimble. Great job, ladies. And now to bench press. Don't go too far, because in bronze medal position with 57.5 kilos from Great Britain, it's Joan Trimble. Bench press silver with 65 kilos goes to Canada's Fran Harris. And bench press gold with 67.5 kilos goes to the USA's Suzanne Laforge. Great job, ladies, and now deadlift. Deadlift, thank you. In bronze medal position with 142.5 kilos from Canada, it's Fran Harris. Deadlift silver with 145 kilos from Great Britain, it's Joan Trimble. And deadlift gold, 167.5 kilos, is the USA's Suzanne Laforge. Great job, ladies, and now it is time to announce your new world champion, 63 kilo Masters 3, in bronze medal position with 312.5 from Canada. It's Fran Harris. Overall silver with 320 kilos goes to Great Britain's Joan Trimble. And your new 63 kilo Masters 3 world champion with 352.5 kilos is the USA's Suzanne Laforge. Please be upstanding, ladies and gentlemen, for the national anthem of the United States of America. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Great job. Great battle. And now the next category, 69 kilo Masters 3. Squat first. In bronze medal position with 107.5 kilos from Sweden. It is Lee Yulamo. Taking squat silver, also with 107.5 from Canada, Helen Trenery. And squat gold, and a new world record with 115.5 goes to Norway's Logan. Great job. Now to bench press. In bronze medal position on the bench press. With 60 kilos from Canada is Deb Ellard. Bench press silver with 65 kilos, Norway's Logan. Bench press gold with 70 kilos goes to Canada's Deb Ellard. Great job, ladies, great job. Thank you. And now to deadlifts. In deadlift bronze with 125 kilos is Sweden's Lee Yulamo. Deadlift silver, 140 kilos goes to Norway's Logan. Deadlift gold and a new world record goes to Canada's Deb Ellard, 153 kilos. And now the totals. In bronze medal position overall with 275 kilos is Canada's Deb Ellard. Overall silver with 320.5 goes to Norway's Logan. And your new 69 kilo Masters 3 world champion with 320.5, it went on body weight, that's how close it was, is Canada's Deb Ellard. And they say you don't get tough competition when you get into Masters 3. Wrong. The title changing on body weight is amazing stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Canada. Well done, ladies. Okay, thank you, ladies. I know. I tried. But once you get to Masters 3, you can do what you like. Okay. So let's join me in giving these ladies a round of applause as they follow the technical control off the platform. Your Masters 3 ladies. And in just 10 minutes time, we will begin the third session of the day. This is all M4 men and Masters 3 59s to 83s. 10 minutes to lift off, 7 minutes to change openers.
Can I sit at this one? Because that's my laptop.
Okay. Which one do you want me to sit on?
Here, because I'm set up with my laptop, if that's okay.
That is fine.
So this is Sue. I don't know if you guys
Hi, Sue.
Nice to meet you.
which is the one that didn't work very well? You didn't like very
I
well?
ended up using, to be honest, yeah, I ended up using that one.
This one?
Okay.
I'm just going to go and see if I need any pronunciations.
Okay, so I'll talk right into my mic. Well, it's in the 13th inning now with the Rays game.
Is it really?
Yes, 13th inning and it's still fucking scoreless.
Who are they playing? I haven't even followed.
They're playing Cleveland. It's one of the wild card games.
The Gladiator.
And my deadlift has been in the toilet, so I decided the easiest record was my 52 kilo squat record. What? Okay. Check 1 2, I hear you. Over and out. Check 5 6. 12, 18, 24, 98. Hike.
So if you need to,
So this is how I use my college education.
what's that?
This is how I use my college education now. You know, my degree is in mass communications and radio. So this is as close as I get. I was supposed to be the new Kurt Gowdy and do the Red Sox play-by-play.
Well, the Red Sox need somebody.
Oh.
That's
That's right, he's retiring, yeah. Yeah, I could do as good a job as the act.
You should try.
Yeah, I should. I should.
If you need more volume,
Yeah.
use it. I'm pretty sure you're number 2.
Okay. All right, I think my volume is good.